Blessings, guys. Boy, have I got something new for you guys today. So normally I do Shinobi Striker videos. I do build videos. The most recent Shinobi Got Talent. That's popping off absolutely amazing. Thank you for that, guys. But a part of Shinobi Got Talent, what you actually get is a free edit, which is edited by myself, a part of the winning rewards. So within this, I thought, why not show you guys how I actually edit? I've been editing for the longest from a teenager. Now I'm back doing YouTube now for, what is it, 3-4 years now? I find myself doing a lot of commissions for people and even thumbnails for other people. So if you want to see more videos like this, write it down in the comment section, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see what else I've got in store for you in the future. Let's get straight into this picture. So the software I'm going to be using today is called IBIS PAINT X. This is actually on the Androids, iPhone, PC, Mac. It's actually available on all softwares and it's very, very cheap. Now, this is not a sponsored video. I do not use Photoshop because I support Palestine. Adobe shows AI images, support Israel, so I'm staying well away from that. So I'm going to choose these guys. Cost you $4.99 a month. Far much cheaper. It don't have as much stuff available as Photoshop, but it gets the job done. It's more than capable of doing things when you have creativity at the back of your hand. So let's get straight into this. So this is the image that we're going to be using today to edit Xeno Martinez's first place victory for Shinobi Got Talent summoning event. Be sure to check out that video if you ain't seen it already. But naturally, what we want to do is remove the background. So we do have this feature where you can literally remove it, but it's a bit janky. So I'm going around the edges manually with a soft brush. Pretty simple as it needs to go. But I need to make sure all those edges are nicely removed. There won't no overlayers, some over extra lines. I really need all of this stuff removed. Now what we want to do is remove the text from the bottom corner. So I do this by just simply painting over. It's very simple, just making sure you got the right colors matching. Now I want to add my ambient lighting. So this is the lighting reflected, casted from the back of the scenery, if that makes sense. So I need that nice little touch of blues coming through. After that, I'm going to add my shadows. Now the reason why I added my blues first is to have the concept in my head of which direction lighting is coming from. This way now I can block in my shadows through the center point of my image, not just anywhere. I do this by an adjustment layer. So that means I take a new layer, duplicate the layer, take it up, make a new layer underneath it, attach it to the top, down, multiply it, and after that shade in with a white. So everything white is disappeared. It's just got the darker layer of the image. So I'm just going around, touching up my edges, making sure the light is cast in the right places, bouncing the correct ways. I feel like I need to add a little more of a, how can I say, an extra shadow. But it's just making sure the light comes through right. Now I'm going to add my effects, if that makes sense, because I feel like I'm missing some more where the light sources are actually coming from. You can't imagine where light comes from, so make sure you actually add it to your image. So I'm going for this like glowy, greeny aura effect. I might go purple. Like purple looks really well for this. I'm not too sure which way I'm going to go. At the moment, we're just making sure it's just cut out nice. Do a bit of warping, liquefy, make sure it's exactly how I like it. Then I'm doing internal, then external glow, then I hit add layer. So this now really brings out the light that's in the image, allows it to become see-through. And I'm just gonna add these extra touch-ups of lighting where the light is gonna bounce off the character for like the purple itself. Just gotta make sure it's just bouncing just right. You see how it just touches that extra bit. Touch up around the edges of the legs. Now you do sometimes have to remove the line of overlaps, and this will make sure it's got a nice crisp edge for the hands. And this additional white light, so color isn't always just blue all around. It's never that. It's always got this different variation of lightness in the middle, so you tend to use white for that in this. Additional shadows. Touch it up. Now we're going to add an additional top layer of lighting to make sure we ain't missing nothing. That Shinobi Got Talent logo. Make sure you check out that video. Now we change it green. Now we're talking. I thought I'd add a little Katsuya in the background, knowing that he won with the Katsuya slug. Add the lighting, shadows, move the background, the ambient lighting, you know what I mean. And now, yeah, now talking. Add that extra bits of glows or greens. Sort out the background. Now there's gonna be needs a few more flames. It's not looking right. Yeah, we go. So this one thing that I noticed, like I see a lot of people do edits, like I don't get how like there's only fire or an effect in the background. It's been a front and back layer. So just adding that a little bit more adds that little bit more depth of something's going on. It don't have to be completely covering the body, but it has to be enough to allow it to seem like that it's happening there. You want to add additional glows on top to make sure it's there, so everything's actually glowing how things supposed to. And light up the eyes, a few extra shadows that are missing, plop it back on, and finally the text. Now text is one of those things that I generally do struggle with because fonts are so limited, but you have such a huge array. You can download fonts from any website on this app. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's got its own batch of like almost 1,000 in there, including Japanese writing too. So it's definitely something to play around with. It's lots of fun, especially for being so cheap. Let's line up these real nice. And we have our image left there. Shout out to Xeno Martinez for the first place victory on Shinobi Got Talent. But I've actually got one more image for you guys. And this one was actually done a year ago, and it's still one of my favorite images to date, I swear. Let me show you, because I only plan to do one, but I'm gonna give you a bonus image today. So this next one is Ezra Morningstar, the leader of the Dynasty clan. So menacing. You've seen this person in the field, you understand that they exceed in dojutsu style skills. They have their own Shinrigan. It's like a red Sharingan. You've probably seen me do an edit of it before. But we're gonna put this in a nice, deep, dark, greyish background. I really want this to look more like a movie rather than just being, you know, a picture. So I'm having to really go over this image just to make sure that it actually has got the dark and the depthness and the color it actually needs. So I actually redraw this face manually, just adding a few lights and shadows. Now we need to literally warp this image. So there's parts we need to rebuild it, and things meant to be darker than it seems. It's a dark background, but we need the light to cast in the right ways. So giving the lighting of the blue refractions in the right places allows it to happen nicely. But we want to actually change this red because it's a darkened style character. So we've got this nice red style flying Raijin level 2. Woo! Looks really nice, right? I love it already. Okay. Now we're applying the red eye. We're applying red to both eyes. We want it both. It seems like it's activated. I just want to add a little white adjustment light from the background of the sky to make sure that it's got those differentiation of colors. Not like it's just there. We've actually got to think about the lighting, the dark. We've got to pay attention to our details for it to really stand out. As you can see, I'm just adding this white touch around the image just to make sure it stands out on that side because it's shadowed on the other. There's no light can only come from one source in this place. Well, two, because we've got the red. Just going around the flying Raijin kunai. Just touching it up nicely. Now we really want to just work with the background and make sure that the dark in the shading of the background is right, because it doesn't quite look right. Some parts are a bit too bright, some are too dark. So we need to make sure the white and the dark areas are actually showing correctly. We add those shading layers, making sure it's darker in places. Now I'm going to add this lightning texture. You can actually just find this naturally anywhere. I'm going to change it to orange. Then I'm going to click add layer. Now this will remove the black background and allow me to use the lighting effect that's going on through. And I'm just doing a simple like adjustment, like bending, just to make sure it sits and warps around my character. Still adjusting the background at the same time according to what's going on, because yeah, it's light, but it's dark. It's got to give that really movie style feel. You understand where I'm coming from? So some of you guys, you probably say this is already done, but I'm far from done yet. Let's keep going. Blood now to the flying Raijin ninja tool itself. Really want that blood seam like dripping off there. You hardly can see it, but it's those small attentions to detail that you have in your head that you know it's there. If it was a drawing, you'd do it. So if it's edit, why not? So I want a few dead bodies in the background. So like, Ezra's gonna murk them off. So yes, perfect. Yes, sir. These small attentions to fill out what's going on. Yeah, we're gonna add our shadows. We're gonna add another guy. Hey, look at Dead Ninja over there, bro. Shame he didn't make it. And see, just pop in the background. Now, this sort of oboe and flying Raijin, obviously, naturally. So we're gonna add these blurs, string it up. Whew. You know, this is looking nice now. There's one more thing I think I really do need. I think I need some more flying Raijins. So I'm gonna put those around the map so like they're gonna zip around. You see, I'm gonna put through. And we're gonna do a tonal grade, add our text, some film grain, and we have the SkarletHeretik. Oh, damn. Yeah, this is still probably one of my most favorite images to date. I made this probably about 2 years ago. But if you did like this editing video, be sure to write it down in the comment section. Tell me what more you want to see. Shall I edit your images, or do you want to see me edit a thumbnail, or how I actually edit? Let me know. Let me know, because this is something different that not many people really do in Shinobi Striker. But I think I can do this for you guys. But I'll see you guys soon. Shinobi Got Talents this week, so turn those notifications on. Peace.